Health Issues channel. Okay, I'm here to help people escape drug addiction. I'm not medically trained, so I can't give certain specifics out. All I can do is help you with my previous experience of drug addiction and mental health problems, which are probably all intertwined with each other. Okay? Thank you for the like, whoever that was. Um, but anyway, people need to understand I have been through the mill and back. I've just come back from Amsterdam for the bank holiday beautiful trip. I left my phone, I took a burner phone behind. All my credit cards have been paid, so I've got no obligations to carry a smartphone with me. I took a burner phone just so people get in contact with me on my Labara chip, which for them that do not know is an international chip SIM card for my phone. So now I'm back early this morning, 5:55. My flight landed. I got back here for about 7 o'clock, and I went to sleep for a few hours. Woke up at 11:45. Not jet lag, obviously. Of a short haul flight. You only get jet lag when you go into the likes of America. I've just booked a holiday in Marrakesh from the 31st of May until the 27th of June. That is a Muslim country predominantly. So I want to get into context what the Muslim people think about the Western people. The food there is meant to be beautiful, but I'm not going for the scenery. I'm not going for the food. I'm still, excuse me, I was teasing. I'm not going for anything else. All I'm going for is to see what is happening in the Muslim countries like Marrakesh, otherwise in Morocco. Okay? I just have my sister phone, she's in hospital, but she will not follow my advice or my MOs. You know? I know what's been happening. I'm out the way, so it can't happen to me. But she's a sitting duck. I keep telling her, oh, you're not well, you're not well, you're not well. Am I not well? Okay. You've been at a dozen, 15, 20. She's in hospital. I said to her, you'll never phone me when you're in fucking hospital. What's the problem? You know? So, anyway, this is meant to be, and it's going to be, a mental health and drug awareness forum where people come in and speak their mind without being judged. I'm soon going to be doing members only, or yes, members only um, live streams, and I'm going to take it from there. I've just ended two live streams prematurely just because of my sister. I think more about family than do about anybody else. I'm half Italian, and Italians are very, very family orientated. It must have been come down from my old man, my father, who's still thriving at 71 years of age. Now, all I've got to say on this matter is if you don't want to listen, go. You know? Just leave the channel. But keep coming on and coming off, coming on and coming off. It's just gaining me views. Views I'm not interested in. All I want to do is get to the subscription, the super chat element, and the super thanks element, which will then enable me to go around Europe. I don't have the money to travel around Europe out of my own pocket. However, I can jump on a National Express and go to Plymouth for 30 quid, go to Bristol for 15 quid, Birmingham for 12 quid, etc., etc., etc. So, all I want people to do on this channel It's just listen. But you can't listen because I've got nothing to say unless you put a question up on the board, as I call it, on the screen. Okay? That's all I want to do. I want to help people beat active addiction. If they're in recovery, I want to help them. I want to help them stay in recovery. There's lots of messages and phone calls I get. Now, what I'm going to say to you all is, when I get to the 500 subscription mark, I'm going to be opening a 24-hour helpline, which is not going to. It's going to be slated as not professional, just advanced guidance only. Okay, so people, if you're wrapped up in addiction, come back and subscribe to the channel. I just had 6 subscribers on my last live, which only was 32 minutes long. The more subscribers I get, the sooner I can go to Europe, because I'm not paying out of my own pocket. I can't afford to, even though this subject is very, very close to my heart. Let me see who this is. Ray something. No, wrong button. Again, wrong button. Channel activity 4 years ago. Yeah, you're good. Ray Culture Media. Yes. Listen, this is just a forum. I want it to be a forum. In other words, a chat room where people with addiction can come and speak with like-minded people. You know, people on their level. People on their level that can actually explain, um, that can obtain knowledge of how they've got there, what they're doing there, what's placed them there. Yes, it could be mental health. I've got a lot of experience in mental health, but I cannot give advice on it. Drug advice, I can, because that's my personal journey. Now, whatever works for me doesn't necessarily work for the next person. We know this, guys. We know this. What I need to plug my phone in. Not many people can come on here and tell me about addiction. I mean, there's probably people that can, as soon as you leave this live, why didn't nobody tell me my channel was on mute? Why did nobody not tell me that my thing was on mute? I didn't do it. I didn't put the channel on mute. No wonder the numbers have been so bloody low. Every time I come on, it probably starts off on mute and I don't see it. But look, at the end of the day, I want to help people. Oh my God. I've had some girlfriends. I might not look so healthy now. My teeth are damaged. Look, my teeth are not very well. I don't look very well at the moment. But you know what? When I am well, I don't struggle to capture women. Okay? But see this one woman? I've always said I would never get married. I would have married that girl. I would have married that girl. I really would have, honestly. So, I don't know if I've got to go to from this. I don't know how I can actually convince people to stay on and ask questions. If you don't ask questions, I can't help you. So anybody that's watching in the periphery, in other words, them that's not educated, in the background, behind the watch live button. If you watch me behind the watch live button, it still counts as a view, okay? But I would much rather you come on and elaborated yourself and asked me, what got you clean, Mark? How did you manage to get clean? What was the catalyst? What led you to get clean? Etc., etc., etc. You know, I can only go off what I'm seeing. It says there's no people in the chat. However, that's a bot, a robot. It's a tactic of YouTube. So you carry on much longer, hoping to gain people who have a sneak peek. But that one person that keeps coming in and out will be very, very, very sorry. I've got a super bike. Yes, a motorbike, high-powered motorbike that I can turn up at the property, leave the bike rolling over, kicking over, ticking over, should I say, leave it there, go to Southport, knock on the door, and ask, can we have a word? I think it is about time I done that. Because I don't think I'm going to get any answers through YouTube, but I really think I have to go on and do a bit of digging as to why one person there you go, that one person keeps popping in and out. Okay? You let me know in the comments if you want me to come to your address. As of right now, I'd have to put my leather jackets on, my biker jackets, my biker boots, and I'm gone. I'll be with you within 20 minutes because I'd make it my business to weave in and out of traffic to get there. So, if you don't want me to show up, stay the fuck out of this live stream. If you keep coming on, one and gone, one and gone, one and gone, I'm going to come and pay you a visit, which I've told you I do not want to do because your mother is nearly 80 years of age and I don't want to give her a heart attack after everything she's done for me. I don't want to cause her any problems after, again, everything she's done for me and my pregnant girlfriend when I was not in the position to provide. Now, Anne Marie, do me a favour, love. Ask me for my number in the chat and I'll give it to you. I'm not giving it to you now. Ask for me in the chat. Doesn't matter if you're squirrel patch, fucking no patch, ball patch. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you actually come and face your ultimate fears. I need to let know a certain family how their daughter, son, sibling, ex-wife, children's mother. I owe that to them to come and give them the version of events and tell them exactly the same way that her daughter lived her last hours of her life. Now, I just, I just don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do in this situation. Whether to just stay away or present myself, not in a violent way, just to come and see. I prevented myself for my daughter was born on the 31st of the 10th, 2018, and then my first daughter, my non-biological daughter, was born on the 27th of August the previous year, 2017. My girlfriend conceived with our biological child, but listen, any man can put his dick in a fucking, put his Corey into a thingy and make a baby. It takes a good man to bring one up. I was robbed of that opportunity, and I just don't want to be doing it again. So this is going to be an half an hour live stream, and then I'm going to put some shorts out and do a few long form 15-minute videos just to gather some traction for the channel. Annie, why you keep doing this, love? Listen, ask me what got me clean. Forget Becky, forget anybody else. I know you're still listening, even though you've gone off the screen. Ask me, how can I get clean, Mark? What is the best way to get clean? And I will tell you. I will try and help you. I know you don't need help financially. If you ever do, just say on here under a false thing if you have to, or you feel you need to, under a false channel. That makes no difference to me. Absolutely no difference. Real channel, false channel, no difference. You can't stop it. So what you can't control in life, you do not worry about. It took me a long time to learn that. It took me a long time to learn. Don't wrap yourself up in the things you cannot control. You know, if you can control them, then fine. I don't mean being a control freak. I just mean if you have the capacity to engage with a certain person or people, Dan, I'm alright, you know, mate, but I just want to help a certain somebody, right? I'm not going to say who it is, but she keeps popping in and out my life. So now, very often, like I've not got 2,000 followers anymore. This is a fresh channel for a fresh start. Okay, it's got less than 100 subscribers, so the numbers are not going to be as high as they used to be. Okay, but what I want to do, if you know Anne-Marie, right? I'm not going to say her surname because that's wrong, or her address because that's even more wrong. I don't want to dox anybody. All I want to do, Dan, is help that very girl. Take her under my wing and help her because she's given birth to her second child. She was fine. I looked through YouTube, through Facebook, and she was gleaming. And the next minute she's with my baby's mother, smoking a pipe. It's wrong, you know, mate. It really is wrong. It's like, I'm not Mr. Nostradamus, Mr. Know-It-All, and what works for me doesn't necessarily work for her, but I would love to just be given a chance just to say, look, even come stay with me. She could come and stay with me in my little apartment. She could come and stay with me. You know, she really could. She would not, even in the same bed, doesn't matter. Topsy tail, doesn't not necessary. You know, in the same bed, she could come and stay with me, and I would try and guide her and help her. So if you're affiliated with her and you are one of those community, tell them I'm willing to help. Now, from an addict to an addict works more than from a counsellor to an addict, from a psychiatrist to an addict. If you've got to have lived the life to you've got to live the life to just to know how to conquer it, basically. But I'm well aware what worked for me does not necessarily work for next man or woman. I don't hold, there is no blueprint over addiction. There's a blueprint in boxing because if somebody's been beat, you can follow that strategy and beat them yourself. With drug addiction, it goes along all different avenues, completely different avenues. Now, all I want to say is this, Annie, if you want my help, please accept it, girl. You're not going behind my baby's mama's back, Rebecca. You're not going behind her back because she knows, you know, I've moved on. She came and stayed here for a couple of nights and everything went wrong. The police was called, etc., etc., etc. But I just don't want. I'm okay, Dan. I'm okay. But I just want more people to come on. And it'll happen in time. Because I'll keep plugging. I've just come back from Amsterdam. My flight landed at 05:55 this morning. I got back in an Uber about 3 o'clock. I was going to do a live straight away. I was going to do a live when I was out there. But I didn't want no one to know where I was going because I wanted peace, tranquility and peace. Amsterdam. I got smashed on weed. I don't even smoke weed, okay? But it was really nice to sample the culture. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. If there's many people that need it that don't know they need it. There's many people that need it that don't understand or don't want to admit that they need it. But if you share the channel, when I click off my analytics, my shares will be on 12, not 11. I've had 11 shares since I've set up this channel. 3, 4 weeks ago. I put it down, picked it up, but I'm gonna be putting a lot of live streams and shorts out between now and next Tuesday, so a week. But I understand where you're coming from, Dan. And I appreciate if you'll share the live streams because they do get to a further adrift, further audiences. You know, you don't need to put a name to it, share it to your Facebook friends or your WhatsApp friends or Messenger friends. No, just share it as on YouTube so it gets further afield. You know, it really is killing me this. How one certain person who I would love to grab by the scruff of the fucking neck and force her into detox. But you can't do that. It doesn't work like that. It only works as if they want it. Okay? If they want it, they'll get it. As in, help. Is that you, Tob? 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 Toby? Obviously not. Well, I do have a spike now and again. I don't mean an injection. I mean in watches. It goes up to 25, 30. I used to speak to between 75 and 120 people every time I've done a live stream. But that was because I had a lot more subscribers. Not even the last two I've had to cancel. I've got subscribers. One got 4, one got 2, and one got 1. So that's 7 subscribers. All I want to do is, I can't pay. Listen, forget Europe. I've been thinking about that. Forget Amsterdam was a holiday, okay? But as I say, I want to concentrate on my own country, the United Kingdom, UK, and Northern Ireland, and even the Republic of Ireland, because I do believe they should be. They don't want to be, obviously. They asked for the divide, they got it, but it's not a political channel, so I don't want to go into it too much. But Annie, if you want my help, love, just reach out, girl. Reach out. I can help you. I can give you the tools so we could beat addiction. Whether you use those tools properly and effectively and efficiently, then that's up to you. I can only give my advice. I can't force anybody to get clean. I can't force anybody to give up drugs or drink. I can't. You've got to want to do it for numero uno in Italiano. Number 1. Not the children, not the mother or father. God bless her father's deceased. But a mother, a siblings, no. You've got to do it for yourself. You know this, Dan. You're not stupid. Well, I'll see. Thank you, Dan. I'll see if I've got 12 shares or not 11 when I finish the live stream. That'll let me know if you shared or not. But I've got no reason to disbelieve you. I just had a few back and forth with you over the time, and I just want people to know that I'm here to help other like-minded individuals such as myself. I'm not perfect, far from perfect. Anybody that says they're perfect, it's very few will. they're a liar. There's nooks and crannies in every part of the world. Now, all I want to do is help people. Why? Do you know my friends give me shit? What the fuck are you doing on YouTube? You're embarrassing yourself. No, I'm not at all. They've never had a drug addiction before. They've not had mental health problems before. All my friends say, what the fuck are you doing going on YouTube? You're making yourself look stupid. No, that's their opinion. Like an asshole, everybody's got one. Same as an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. And you got to respect whether you like it or don't like it. You got to respect different people's opinions. Because some people have opinions that you don't really agree with. Some people have opinions that you do agree with, but there's some in between. So you've got to be very catchy curvy, and it's a very fine line we're walking with drug addiction, active addiction, and recovery. It's a very fine line. Very, very fine line. Annie, listen, love. See, I'm going over there today. I'm going to hold my motorbike in a minute. I'm going to end this live. 37. I'm going to end this live on the hour. I'm going to send you a picture of my motorbike. Not the red one, a grey one, okay? I'm going to be coming over with 1 pillion passenger. Pillion is a passenger on a motorbike. I have got my big bike license, 600cc and above, okay? So, I'm going to come and speak. I'm going to record it so you can't say I'm doing wrong. I've got a good mind to jump in a taxi now. Forget the fucking bike. I've got a good mind to order an Uber to number Street South. To, yes, I've got a good mind to do that right now. In fact, I think I'm going to do it after this live stream. Right, I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to make myself presentable. Not just in a fucking scruffy primo t-shirt I've had for fucking 6 months. I want to address this and nip this as a bud. Have a nice week. God bless you, man. Everyone's just seeing that, mate. Have a nice day. Have a nice week. Let me just stay short on this one thing. Yes. So, people, we're going to go now. I'm going to put some shorts out just to gather some traction to my YouTube channel itself. Yes, I know. I'm going to get going now. I'm going to put some shorts out, and then I'm going to come to your house alone, not with anybody else, not for trouble. Don't forget this is pre-recorded, and I'm recording everything I'm saying on Becky's old iPhone. I paid for. So I'm going to be on my way over because what time is it? It's 5:10. I'll be there before it goes dark. I'll be there for 8 p.m. Okay? I'll be there for 8 p.m. I just don't understand what this is about. I blind things for things like this. Especially seriously things. You know, I've got a dog, I've got 2 daughters, one non-biological, one biological. This is affecting my daily life. So just say, not to use the opportunity to be saying, leaving this. It's all very well them saying that. But I'm suffering backlash. who suffer with mental illness, whatever capacity that may be in, they suffer with mental illness. Now, you that's just come in, leave a comment. I'm going to flip over on my bike, I think. That's the only way I'm going to get through to people, by presenting myself at the front door. No, it's not violence. All this is for me to move on. And she's gone again. It's for me to have some solace, have some have some solace about the things that I don't want to happen. Casey Thomason. Why? I got you, I love. Listen, this is a beat, drug, and mental health issues channel. It's all wrapped round one circle, all in the same presence. I just want to help people that have been through drug addiction come out the other side, or they're still trapped in active addiction. Whatever it may be, I just want to help. For all the bad I've done in my life, I sincerely believe that, what goes around comes around, obviously, and if you do wrong, you should put that in different departments of your life. I'm going to be doing, but it seems like these people don't want me to lock horns with them at all. So it's up to me to make an informal or formal decision, just to turn up, knock on the door, see what response I get. Maybe I'll be invited in, maybe I won't. We'll soon see. I've said this on numerous occasions and I've never done it. However, today is the day that I want to break the ice. I want to break the ice and I want to see if they're willing to cooperate what I'm actually saying. I've had 2 cans of drink today, okay? I'm not drunk, I'm a little bit merry tipsy, whatever you want to call it. However, if people don't, they just don't understand. They don't understand what I've gone through the past so many years. Anyway, my sister comes for this YouTube channel, so I'm going to stop it right there and call my sister.